Hello everyone, this is Vimal Gupta, faculty of Jal Bajaj Group of Institutions Mathura. Today my lecture is focused on the calculation of resultant of coplanar non-concurrent forces. First of all, we should know the component of a force. In our last lecture, we calculated the resultant of force F1 and F2 acting at a point with the help of parallelogram and with the help of triangle rule. In this diagram, parallelogram rule graphically F1 and F2 is represented by a parallelogram. F1, this force F1, F2, F1 and F2, and this is the resultant. Angle between F1 and F2 is represented here alpha, and theta is the angle of resultant from F1, and beta is the angle of resultant from force F2. With the help of sine rule, in triangle A, B, C, we can apply the sine rule in this triangle. What we will get? We will get this F1 divided by this one angle, sine of this one angle. What will be the value of this angle? Alpha minus theta. How? This angle alpha will be same as this alpha, means this one is alpha also, this one will be also alpha. This angle theta will be this theta, therefore this angle will be alpha minus theta, means this is alpha minus theta. Okay. This is alpha, so this is pi minus alpha. So, with the help of sine rule, F1 divided by sine alpha minus theta, F2 divided by sine theta is equal to R divided by sine pi minus alpha. With the help of this sine rule, value of F1 will be R divided by sine alpha into sine beta, and F2 will be R divided by sine alpha into sine theta. If here alpha is 90 degree, then what will be the value of F1? F1 value will be R sine beta, sine alpha means sine alpha sine alpha means sine 90 is equal to 1. So, it is sine beta, it is sine R sine theta, okay. And when this angle alpha is 90 degree, then what will be value of theta and beta, since this is equal to alpha is the sum of beta plus theta. So, beta is equal to 90 minus theta, and theta will be 90 minus beta. So, this is this case. this. If force F can be resolved into two parts, this horizontal part F cos theta and this F sin theta. This force F can be resolved in this direction and this direction. What will be the value? This is F sin theta and this is cos theta. Cos theta will be chosen for the component of force which is near to this angle. In this case, if force is this, then the component force, one component vertical component will be F sin theta if this angle is theta, and horizontal component will be this. If the forces is acting, if the forces are not perpendicular, if the component are required not at right angle, means at some certain angle alpha and beta like here, then this F1 value of F1 will be F divided by sin alpha plus beta, sum of these angle alpha plus beta into sin beta is this F1, ye F1, this will be F2 actually, the F2 will be F divided by sin alpha plus beta into sin alpha. So, this formula will be used in calculating the resultant of non-coplanar forces. Let us do one question. In this question, 35 Newton force, this one force, 35 Newton force makes an angle of 140 degree with x axis, this one angle 140 degree with x axis. Determine its component along the lines making an angle of 30 degree, and 240 degree with the axis. Means we need to calculate the component of force, along a line which is inclined at 30 degree from the horizontal, and another axis of the component is this 240 degree from the x axis. So, here what will be the value of alpha? Alpha, this can be taken as alpha, this is the beta. So, alpha value here it will be how much? 110 and beta will be 100. This is the F. So, value of F1 and F2 can be calculated with the help of this expression. In our next question, what is given to us? We have to determine the horizontal forces and a force inclined at an angle of 60 degree with the vertical, whose resultant equals to a vertical force. This one is the vertical force, this is the resultant, this is the resultant. And we have to find the component of the forces along this direction and along this direction. This is the horizontal, this is the horizontal force, and force another is force inclined at 60 degree with the vertical angle. This is this. So, this will be alpha, this is the beta, and resultant is F. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the value of F1 and F2. In our next question, a block is resting in this inclined smooth surface. A force P of 235 Newton act at an angle of 60 degree, at an angle of 60 degree, this force P act at an angle of 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree with the horizontal on a block resting at 22 degree inclined plane shown in figure, shown in this figure. This angle is, angle is 22, this is the inclined surface. What we need to calculate? We need to calculate horizontal and vertical component of P, horizontal and vertical component of P. Horizontal and vertical component, how it will be calculated? It will be calculated this one component and this one component. So, this horizontal component, here horizontal component is calculated here. This is the horizontal component. What will be the value? Value will be P into cos of 60 degree, means this is P equals to 235 cos 60, and another component will be P is equal to another component will be 235 of sin 60. So, this is the horizontal and vertical component of P, and another component which we need to calculate, component of force P perpendicular to and along the plane, means what are the axes where we need to find out the component force. First one axis is this one and second one axis is this one. Okay. So, we need to calculate, we know that this angle is, we need to find the, yes, we need to find this angle, What will be the value of this angle? This angle will be 60 minus 22, it will be 60 minus 22. So, the component 60 minus 22 means 38. So, this one component, value of this one component will be 235 cos 38, and this one component is this one. In our next question, this figure shows a perpendicular position of the connecting rod BA and crank AO. At this position, the connecting rod of the engine exert a force 2500 Newton on the crank at A, means this connecting rod exerting a force of 2500. Resolve this force into horizontal and vertical component at A. We need to resolve the force, at A in along horizontal and vertical. Also resolve the given force at A along AO, and along a direction perpendicular to AO, along this and this. So, two different diagrams are made here. For first part, this force, since the force is acting along this connecting rod, this is acting. So, horizontal and vertical component, this, vertical component will be this. If we know this value of theta, then this component will be, suppose this value is P, then it will be P cos theta, and this is P sin theta, and we know the value of theta. How theta can be calculated? Theta can be calculated with the help of sine rule, in this diagram, 50 upon sin 45 is equal to 25 upon sin theta. So, with the help of this, theta is calculated as 20.7. So, component can be calculated. Second part, is second part. We need to find the component of the forces. We need to find the component of the forces along this direction, and another axis is perpendicular to this. Perpendicular to this can be perpendicular to this can be this. Perpendicular to this can be okay AO this okay. So, force P is here. So, we find out the value of this angle. This value will be angle value of this angle will be theta plus 45, theta plus 45. So, this component is P times of cos theta plus 45, and this will be the P sin of theta plus 45. So, with the help of and theta plus 45, what will be the value of theta plus 45? Theta plus 45 65.705. So, by putting the value we can calculate. Next thing is moment of force. What is the moment? Moment is the in vector form. In vector form it is moment is r cross f, vector product of r cross f. R is the position vector and f is the force. In a scalar form it can be written as plus minus f r sin alpha, f r sin alpha. Force F is acting in this figure. This is the body and a force is acting at point A. Force is acting at point A, and we need to find out the moment. We need to find out the moment. We need to find out the moment at this point. At this point. And this point A makes alpha angle with this line, with this line. The moment of this force F can be calculated by knowing the perpendicular distance. So, what will be the perpendicular distance? What will be the perpendicular distance? You extend this line and draw a perpendicular here. So, if this is 90 degree, this is 90, then if AB it is r, then this length will be r into sin alpha. So, the moment of a force will be F into r sin alpha. There are two methods. First method is direct use of perpendicular distance, and second method is the use of variance principle, or by resolving the force into perpendicular directions. Let us calculate the value of the moment of a force acting at point B about O, moment about O due to this force acting at point B. So, this force with the first method says force into perpendicular distance. So, to calculate the force to calculate the perpendicular distance, we need to draw a line parallel to this, and the distance between these two will be the perpendicular distance, and this distance will be calculated with the help of this triangle. What will be the value of this? This will be the 3 sin alpha, and alpha can be calculated. Alpha will be calculated. Alpha is what? This angle. Alpha is this alpha 4 by 3. So, tan alpha is equal to 4 by 3, and this value is this value will be 53.13. Okay. Second one method can be resolve this force into two direction. This one force, this is alpha. So, this component is 50 sin alpha. So, 50 sin alpha into perpendicular distance. What will be the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance will be this, though this is the 3, means 50 sin alpha into 3, 50 sin alpha into 3. One more thing with the calculus, with the moment is positive, and with the sign, it can be positive, it can be negative depending upon the rotation. When this force is acting in this direction, line of action of the force is this. So, moment about O, this force will try to rotate in this direction. So, which type of, at what, this is the clockwise rotation, this is the clockwise rotation, this is the clockwise rotation. So, clockwise direction, it can be either clockwise, it can be anti-clockwise. So, here it is clockwise, sign it is taken as negative. In this question, we need to find the moment. What we need to calculate? Find moment of all forces about A, B and C. A, B and C. We need to find the moment due to this, due to how many forces are there? 20 Newton, 25 Newton and 25 Newton. 3 forces are there. Okay. So, with the help of component of the forces, we can calculate the value of moment at these 3 points A, B and C. This is horizontal force, no need to resolve. This is vertical, no need to resolve. This is inclined force 25 Newton, that at an angle of 60 degree. That is why this force need to resolve into two direction, this component and this component. So, this, so moment at point A, will be calculated. What will be the perpendicular distances? Perpendicular distance can be find out from this figure, First one component, point A is here, point A is here, point A is here, point A is here. So, for 25 sin 60, perpendicular distance will be what? Make a line, make a parallel line, and perpendicular distance will be this, and what is this value? This value will be, this is this value. So, with the help of sine rule, this will be 150 plus 150 means, and this angle is 60 degree. So, it is 300 cos 240, cos 40. So, this angle is 60. So, what will be this? This value, okay, 60, okay, yeah, this is 60, so this is 60. So, this is the cos 60. Okay. Now, moment 25 sin 60 into perpendicular distance this, and for this component 25 cos 60 into perpendicular distance will be, what will be the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance will be this, and this distance is 300 sin 40. Similarly, for this force, this is acting at this point, so perpendicular distance will be 0, perpendicular distance will be 0. Another, this force is acting here, so perpendicular distance will be this, perpendicular distance will be this. So, by algebraic sum we can calculate the value. Similarly, the moment at point B can be calculated with the help of this diagram, and moment at point C can be calculated with the help of this diagram. Moment of a couple, if two forces are acting at a distance d in parallel direction, parallel and opposite with each other, then the resultant of this force is the couple. And what is the value? The value is F into d, F into d, F into d. It can be shown by this diagram. Suppose we have suppose here 3 different points have been taken, point A, point B, point D, point A, point B and point D, 3 points have been taken, and moment at these 3 points, the moment as these 3 points are same as F into D. Next is variance principle, variance principle of moments, variance principle of moment. It is the with the help of this principle, with the help of this principle states that moment of resultant is the algebraic sum of moment due to all component forces, This principle is helpful to find the application of the resultant acting in non-concurrent forces. In this question 3 forces are acting, force F1, F2, F3, 3 forces are acting. So, what will be the step to find out the resultant of this force system? First step is to resolve the component, is to resolve the forces. 5 kilonewton force will be resolved in this direction. What are the values? It is shown here, this one, this is shown in here, this is shown in here. This value is 3.536 and 3.536 because it is 45, okay, because this is 45 degree. This is 45 degree. Why? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This force is also need to resolve in this direction and this direction. What are the values? Values are this component and this component. With the find out this angle, here this angle has been calculated, this angle has been calculated, and with the help of this angle the value will be calculated, the value has been found out. This force 20 Newton need to be resolved in these two direction, means this one and this one, this one and this one. This angle will also be 45 because tan theta barabar equal to 1 divided by 1, it is 45. So, both component will be same. Now, find out the value of sigma fx. Value of sigma fx. Sigma fx will be algebraic sum is calculated, and after that you make this diagram, and with the help of this diagram variance principle will be variance principle can be applied. Variance principle can be applied here. Suppose this is the resultant R acting at a x distance, So, resultant component of the resultant, this is Fy, this is Fy, this is Fx. So, Fy into x plus component forces, summation of moment due to all component forces with the help of clockwise or anti-clockwise direction taking positive or negative, the value can be calculated at x is equal to 32.413. Okay, thank you.